Okay, so welcome again to Obimeg Design, Obimeg and Smart Beam. My name is Kese. I'll be taking you through this tutorial. So in our first video, we learned how we can navigate ourselves in the interface, how we can use the Revit to the tools in the Revit to design. So today we are going to focus on how we can set our levels and draw some walls in the Revit. So how we can set our levels in Revit. So to set our levels in Revit, the moment you open the Revit, you see that the default level is level 0. So when you check this side, when you check the property browser, you see the floors. You see the level 0, the level 1, you have the sites. So the moment you open your Revit, the default level is level 0, but maybe we are not going to focus on the level 0, the level 1. Maybe you are designing a story building, or you are designing a single story. Maybe you want to have your foundation somewhere at a certain depth. You want to have your ground level at a certain depth. You want to have your ground floor at a certain depth. You want to the room height from the ground floor to maybe the ceiling, from the ground floor to where the roof is. You have to set your levels before you can use it. You can't start by designing. So to set your levels, you go to elevation. So you go to elevations here. So you can use any of the elevations. The east, you can use the east, the north, the south, the west. Mostly for me, anytime I'm designing, I'm modeling something, I use the south elevation. So you click on the south elevation, then it will give you something like this. So this is the south elevation. So you have your south elevation here. So maybe you want to set up, maybe you are designing a storyboarding, so you want to set up your levels. So these are the default levels in here. So you go to the architect, at the ribbon side, you click on the architect. It has already been there, it's default, so the architect has already been open. Then you go to this side, the there too. You see some right up here, there too. Then click on this level. So when you click on this level, you see that you have modify or place level. So you can see the modify tab here. You can see the modify tools that we'll be using here. It looks similar like the Revit, so you have the modify tools. But when you check here where the mouse pointer is, you can see that we have modify place level, we have make plan view types, offset. We are not going to use these ones because it has already been set up. So when you come to the draw, you can draw line, you can draw it. You yourself, you can draw it, something like this. You can draw it. Maybe any depending on the number of levels you want to have. So you can draw it by yourself. You click on the escape, you can draw it. And also we have the other one too. When you click on the level, we have this one. We call this one pick lines. So when you click on the pick lines, you can have the offset. Let's say you want to offset, let's say 3000. You click on this, you see that. So the moment you click on it, it will give you the offset. So you call it the pick line. So this is how we set up you set up your levels. So let's set up our levels in the correct way. So you click on it, delete, okay, delete, okay, delete on the keyboard, okay, delete on your keyboard, okay. So this is how you can delete. So you can use your keyboard to delete it. Maybe your keyboard, you can use it, you click on it, you left click on it, then you right click, you see a drop down menu, then you click on delete. That one too will delete it for you. But because you want to work fast, you click on delete on your keyboard, then it will delete for you. So let's set up our levels. So this is how our levels looks like. So maybe you want to design for maybe a single story. So this is how you do it. You click on the level. For me, I use the pick line because of how easy it is. So I click on the pick lines. Maybe I want from my ground floor to maybe my ground level to be maybe 400. That one depends on you. Maybe 400. That one depends on you. Then I'll click on it. Maybe I want from my ground level to my foundation to be also 400. Then you click on it. So you can see you have all these ones here, all these ones here. You see it has been combined, but you can separate them. When you select, you see something here. It's like a brick something here. So when you click it, you can drop it down nicely. You click on this nicely. Maybe you want your room from your ground floor to maybe your roof to be let's say 3,400. These are in millimeters. 3,400. So let's say you have these your levels. So these are your levels. So when you go to the property browser, you see that when you check the floor plans, you can see that the level that you have created, all the levels that you have created are already there. So you can see the level 0, the default one too is there. The level 1, the one that you just created, the level 9. These ones, it's like we created those we created the other ones that we deleted. That's why we are having level 9, level 10 here. I get it. So the moment you create your levels, they will appear at the floor plans. They will appear over there. So you can also change the names. So you double click this, then you can change the name. Let's say foundation. Yes. So you can see that the moment you change the name and you go to the project browser, it has already been changed over there. Then you click on this one to maybe ground level. Yes. Maybe here our ground floor. Yes. So this you can change the name. So the moment you change the name, it will change at the project browser. So you can see we have our foundation, our ground floor, our ground level. Maybe you want to have your roof to here. So roof. Someone too can decide to include ceiling level 2 in it, where maybe the person will place his or her ceiling. So this is how you'll be generating your level. So you can click on this, click on the foundation. You see it has opened the foundation level for you. When you click on the ground floor, I think the ground floor is here. You have your ground floor here. You have your ground floor. You have your ground level. So the moment you click on the floor that you want to open, it will open it for you to see whatever you have model over there. So this is how you create your levels. So the moment you want to create your levels, you go to any of the elevations, either south, north, east. Then you click on it. Then you start to create your levels. So the shortcut for levels I think is LL. So when you click LL, then you start to generate. So let's say the south elevation LL. So you see that it has opened for you. So you have your draw lines, you have your pick lines, then you start to generate your levels. So before you can model any design, before you can do any design in Revit, if it is either structural or architectural, you have to generate your levels, because these levels that you are going to use to do your designing. So maybe if in case you missed the first video, you can go back and watch how to use the Revit interface. Thank you.